Yeah, it's go live. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining this session. Today we'll be discussing on how to create your first web page with plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and also host this in GitHub Pages, so you can view it on your local, and others can view it using the hosted app in GitHub Pages. Pretty interesting. And we have Mariam, our previous speaker, and let me introduce the first time speaker, Intikab Hussain Butt. Welcome, Intikab. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, please. Greetings of the day. I am Intikhab Hussain Bhatt. Uh, I have done my degree in computer science and application. Today, I will be speaking about how to create web page with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and hosting it in GitHub Pages. Is my screen share?
Just give me a minute. The screen is in share. The floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you. Let's start our session. Building your first web page with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and hosting it in GitHub Pages. The software and tools required for this session are Visual Studio Code. It is a text editor. It is from Microsoft. We have GitHub Desktop, Git, and basic programming knowledge for 2 to 4 months, and a GitHub account. Pardon me if I make mistakes, as it's my first session. Our today's agenda is big picture about today's session, overview of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, creating a starter project, verifying the starter project locally, publishing the web page using GitHub Pages, and verifying the starter project using hosted URL, and then question and answers. I have provided the link of source code for today's session. If you wish, you can check it and visit the link. Please fasten your seatbelt and let's get started. Let's have a big picture. Understanding the technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and GitHub Pages. HTML, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the language the browser understands. It is used to create a web page, and it is the building block of a web development. On the other hand, CSS, it is a cascading style sheet. It is used to design our web page. And then JavaScript, a programming language, which makes our web page interactive and dynamic. Then we have a GitHub Pages, which is a web hosting service provided by GitHub. Using these technologies, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, will create a web page. Then we'll also create a repository on GitHub account and clone it locally. Then we'll enable GitHub Pages, and using this GitHub Pages, we will publish our web page. And after publishing our web page, our hosted website will look like something like this. We have a navbar. Inside the navbar, we have logo, and we have icon also, and some links, that is home, about, and contact us. We act like a menu. And we have a welcome message, that is welcome to Intikhab's coffee shop. Then we have one image, that is a banner of the web page. Okay. Then last, we have the footer, that is the footer of the web page. Let's move to second point, that is the introduction to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I have given here introduction about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I will explain them in detail while I will give I will give a demo on Visual Studio Code and some of its extension. What Visual Studio Code is, it is a text editor, powerful text editor developed by Microsoft. Every developer uses it for writing and editing the code. It can run on any operating system, say Windows, Mac, and Linux. Then there are some extensions also or add-ons which increase the functionality of the Visual Studio Code. Apart from resources, apart from that, I have provided some links. That is the links of useful resources which you can use in your web page to make them beautiful or attractive. Some of them are here. Number one is MDN, that is from Mozilla Development Network. From here, you can get help related to documentation of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And from Color Hunt is the other resource. From here, you can get different shades of colors or color palettes. Whenever you're stuck somewhere to which type of color to apply, you can use this resource. Then we have Font Awesome and Favicon, from where you can get different types of icons for your web page. And after that, we have Google Fonts and SVG Logo Maker. Google Fonts it is an open source platform which which provides a wide variety of fonts which you can use in your web projects. And SVG Logo Maker, you can use this to create your own logo, design it, and then download it, and you can use it in your web page. So before creating a coffee shop homepage, let me tell you about what starter project is and what are the advantages of it. Starter project is actually a template which provides the foundation when you want to create something. So it provides basic structure and tools that you need to create a new project. In case of software development, starter project provides foundation of pre-configured settings and tools. The advantages are it saves developers time and effort by eliminating the need to recreate the same basic structure for each new project. Instead, you can focus on you can focus on new unique features by starting with a pre-configured setup. This way, our development will be faster and there will be consistency across products. Now let's move and create a coffee shop homepage. For this, what we have to do, we have to go to our GitHub account and create a repository there. Let us go and in our account, GitHub account, and now let us create a repository there. You can see that there is this plus sign. Click on this, click on new repository, and then give its repository as some name. Say, for example, we are creating a coffee shop. We will give a name coffee shop. Okay, coffee shop. This is our name. So after that, you can add some description. We can say starter app using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. After that, you can do it. You can make it public or you can make it private. I will keep it public. Then after that, click on this checkbox, add a readme file for a documentation. Then you can add in a .gitignore file, add Visual Studio Code. Say Visual Studio, select the Visual Studio Code, then choose a license, select MIT license, then click on create repository. So our repository is created now. So before cloning it, let me add some branch protection rules. For this, what you have to go to this settings tab, click on settings tab. Then on the left side, you have this branches, click on that. And branches, on the right side, you have a branch protection rule button. Click on that button and give the name of the branch, the one you want to be protected. I will say main branch, and click on this checkbox. Require a pull request before merging. Require approvals, keep it like that. Then go to the create button. This will create our branch protection rules. You can see here we have the branch protection rule there. You can edit or delete this branch protection rule also. Now let's move and clone it. For this, go to this code tab, and inside the code we have another code. Right on the right side, you have a green code tab button. Click on this and open it with GitHub desktop. This way we'll clone it. Then it will ask for a path where you want to clone it, local path. So I will keep it the same in D drive, clone it. On the GitHub desktop, you have on the right side, you have open in Visual Studio Code. Let me open it, open in Visual Studio Code. This is our Visual Studio Code, okay? So I'll close this. So before explaining the features of the Visual Studio Code, let me create a folder structure first for our starting app. Let me create folder structure. First of all, I will create the documentation folder, that for documentation. Then I will create another folder, the source folder, where I will keep all the files, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let me create those also. First, let me create index.html first. I will keep the name index.html. Okay. Another file I will create the CSS file. I will give the name styles.css. Okay. After that, I will create another file that's for JavaScript. I will write the name script.js. Okay. Now our folder structure is ready. Let me explain the features of the Visual Studio Code. You can see on the extreme left corner in the Visual Studio Code, we have an activity bar. On the activity bar, at first we have this Explorer icon, which explains which provides the structure of files and the folders and structures files. Then we have this magnifier icon, which you can use to search or find or replace the text in files. Then another icon, we have the source controller icon, which can track changes and it can write code in Git and GitHub. Then another one, we have the debugger that is run in debug mode. You can run your code and debug your code using breakpoints. Then after that, we have this extension icon from where you can search and install your extensions to enhance the features of the Visual Studio Code. Apart from that, we have a inbuilt terminal in Visual Studio Code where you can write the commands. Okay, there are some more features. For that, let me go to the index.html file. We will create a HTML structure by just writing some part of it. Let me show you how. Let us first go to the shift, press enter exclamation mark and press tab. You see that we write just some part of the code and our HTML structure is ready. So it is also the feature of Visual Studio Code. It is because of Emmet. What Emmet is, it is the collection of shortcuts where you provide some part of the code and rest of the code is automatically written. You can do it for tags also. For example, we have h1, press tab, you have an opening and closing tag. Same way we can do it for div. You can press tab and you have an opening and closing tab. For example, if you want a div with a class, with a class name, with a class something class, so you can write dot title, then press tab, you have a div tag with the class title. Another way of writing, for example, we want another list with 5 list items. So we can do that. We have a parent ul, then greater sign, then li is our child, then press star and enter number of list items you want. Say for example, I want 5 and click tab. It will create a list of 5 items. Okay, so these were some of the features of the Visual Studio Code. Now let us speak about few of its extensions, which enhance the features of Visual Studio Code. Let me click on this extension tab. I will explain some. Let me do one extension is live preview. We have live server, we have live share. So let me go here, live preview. It is from Microsoft. So you can see here how many people have downloaded it and what is the rating here. So we have what this extension is used for. It is used to host a local server for you to preview your web projects. I have already downloaded it, so I will show you how it works. Let me go to the HTML page. Then in the HTML page, right click and click on show preview. You can see that the browser preview is right inside your Visual Studio Code. So you can change anything. For example, if you want to write anything, say for example, I write first heading, say first heading, you can see that whatever I write, it is directly, it's visible here. We don't need to refresh the page. So this is the one feature which live preview, which enhance the feature of Visual Studio. Likewise, there are many other extensions. For example, Markdown. I will close this first. Markdown lint. Okay, Markdown lint. That is used for creating empty files. Okay, this is used to create an empty file. It acts as an assistant for creating an empty file. It checks for errors in empty files. Then we have another prettier extension which is used for code formatting. You can this is used for code extension. You can see here the number of downloads and the rating also. This extension is used for formatting the code. Okay, so now we have explained about the features of Visual Studio Code and some of its extensions. And if you want to see how many extensions you have installed, there is a command for that: code -list extensions. It will give you the list of extensions that you have installed. For example, I have installed these types of these extensions. So this okay. Then now let's move to the web page. Create our home page and coffee shop home page. Let me clear this first. Let us move to the home page. Let us go to the documentation and copy the code from there. Just open the HTML here. Just click on here, copy it, and paste it in your HTML page. Control V. Then open the style sheet one. Then go back and copy the style sheet part. Then click it here and then copy it. Then same way for JavaScript also, you can do it. You can copy the code. I'll just copy it and paste it in HTML part. JavaScript part. Okay, so I have 3 files now with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So in our web page, we have in HTML we have a navbar, we have a welcome message, we have a banner, and we have the footer. So I will explain them one by one how we can apply styles to it and how we do it. Okay, let me first commit the rest of the code. I will explain first navbar. Right click forward control and forward slash, it will commit it. Same way, go to the CSS file and commit up to the after the navbar, whatever it is there, commit it. I will click control shift and sorry, I'll click control shift and for control forward slash, it will commit all the all the code. Then in index file, I will remove the links also. Then after that, I will show you how you can link the style sheets. Delete this one also. Okay, now just focus on now with this div nav tag. We'll focus on this nav tag. We have a nav tag. Inside nav tag, we have one div with nav main class and another div with class nav header. Inside the nav header, we have this image, one image and one icon. Okay, and after that we have another list menu with home, about, and contact us. Okay, let me show you how it looks. Shift F, that format the code, then save it. Let me show you how it looks in the preview mode. If I preview it, show preview, you can see that this page looks simple, plain, and without uninteresting. Let us apply some style to it first. First of all, let me link this style sheet. What I will do, I will write link, then press tab, and we have a relational attribute style sheet, and we href, we have to give the path of the style sheet. Let me enter this path style, apply. Okay, it's there. See, as soon as I applied the style, our navbar have a background of white, and we have a border shadow. Let me show you how it is. So inside navbar, let me go to the navbar in the style sheet. You can see here inside in the navbar, we have a background color, this off-white, and border shadow, we have dark brown. Okay, so if you want to change it, I want to show how you can change it. If you want to change the color, you can change the color. So for example, there is a color hunt resource. You can go there and you can have different shades of colors. Let me go there and add some colors to it. Let me go to the for color. There you can click any color and go to the HTML desktop, then visual show, then paste it here. You can see from you can have a different color now. So I will keep the original one. So this is the color. From color hunt, you can add different shades of colors to your web page. So this is it. Now after that, we have this inside. When we go to HTML page, we inside nav header, we have the logo and menu. Let me uncommit the style for nav main and nav header. Okay, let me uncommit it and put it in the control Z. I'll just cut it, control X, and paste it here up to menu. Okay, so now see here inside nav header we have logo and the link items. Now if I commit this display flex, you will see that the data will be shown in rows. Now if I uncommit it, it will be in columns. Okay, so this is how the style sheet is applied on the nav bar. Now we have the menu here. Still the links are in rows. Let me place in columns. Let me remove the commit from style sheet. Okay, then up to the welcome message. Okay, I will go into all. Now you can see here in menu we have display flex. If I commit it, you can see that it will come in row wise. Let me remove that. It is in column wise. Okay, now another point is UL, because we have in the HTML page we have this UL, an ordered list. The style applied to this list style type equal to none. The property is list type and the value is none. If I commit it, you can see there are some dots in front of the links menu item, so it looks something ugly. So we will remove it, and you have without you have, if you remove the list style type and commit from list style type and you put it the value none, then the dots are removed. Same way we have the anchor tag. So for anchor tag we have put dash declaration equal to none. So property is text decoration, and the value is none. Let me commit it. You can see that as soon as I commit it, you have some underlines before the menu, under the menu item. So this is for that. So let me remove this. You can remove this text decoration equal to none, then underlines are removed. Now after menu, we have this A anchor item, we have color blue, we have this color blue, and font weight, font size, and we have this bolder. If I remove this, if you can see, the font weight is bolder. We can do it again, and then font weight is bolder now. So on hover, we have a background color blue, and the fore color is light blue. Let me hover on the link. We see that there is border color blue, and hover is, and the fore color is light blue. Okay, now the menu is completed. Let us go and add some logos and logo and icon here. Let me go to the, so for this what you can do, you can go to the SVG logo maker resource and you can create your own logo. Let me go there and create my logo there. I will show you how you can create a logo. Just write coffee shop, say for example I had coffee shop, then add some color to it. You can add colors, then you can add some height and weight. For example, height I want to keep it, say for example 60, so it's okay. Then the the width of this I want to keep it, so I want to keep it, say for example 150 or 169. Okay, it's no, let me, and I want to move it little bit. You can move it to the little bit to the left. You can see here our logo is ready. So let us remove this dotted line also. You can go here and click the dash none, no. So your, this dotted line is removed. So your logo is ready, and you can download it and you can use it in your web page. I have already downloaded. Let me put that in my source file. Let me show you how you can do it. We can go here. I will just put it in my source file. Okay, one here, and I will put it here, and logo also. So I have all the images here. So as soon as I put the logo, so you can see the logo is visible because uh, because uh, because in the index.html I have already written that, given the path of this logo. So we have src, that is logo.svg, all that is logo, that is here, this one logo.svg. So let me open it in browser, open with it browser. Okay, so you can see that now we have a logo and we have menu. Let us speak about icon now. Let me go to the Visual Studio Code. You see that this icon is here. I have put in this from Font Awesome. It's not visible yet. Let me show you how you can bring this icon. First of all, go to the Font Awesome website. Font Awesome website. Okay, here you can just search for your icon. I will say, for example, coffee cup. I will search it. So we have lots of icons here, but they are, most of them are pro. So let me click on this one, that's free one. Click on this, then click on this and copy it and paste it in your Visual Studio Code. So I have already there. Let me paste it again and Control V. Still this icon is not visible. For what you have to do, you have to link it first. You have to link a Font Awesome icon. For this we have to link this. So what we have to do, you have to go to the Font Awesome, this Font Awesome CDNJS library, and copy this, the first one, this one, copy this link and paste it in your header, HTML header page. Let me put it in a header page. Let me Control V. It's okay. So you can see that as soon as I linked it, and the icon is available. So you can view the browser. In browser, it's, we have a logo, we have an icon, and we have menu items also. Okay, now let's speak about welcome message. Welcome message. Now let's go to index.html, close this one. Let us go to index.html page and move to the welcome message part. Control X, I will put it here. So we have in welcome message part, we have one div tag with the class welcome message, and we have inside div, we have one header tag with the text welcome to Intikam's coffee shop. Let me preview this first. If we preview it, you see that the text line is left and the color is blue. Okay, so let us go to this style sheet for the styles of how to apply this style for welcome message. Let me go here in style.css. and I will just uncomment this part. You can see that in welcome message we have display flex, justify content center. Now the styles is applied. If I preview it now, you can see that our text will be, text align is center. This is for welcome message. Now after that we have the banner. In banner, let me remove the commit from banner also, control X up to the footer part, control V. In banner, we have a, in div tag, we have banner div, and inside div, we have one image, that is the banner.png, that's here. We have already here. Then let us apply style. Let us see first how it looks. If I preview it, you see that it took all the space of the web page. Let me add some style to it to make it beautiful. Let us go there and uncommit this, the image for the banner part. Let me go to the footer one. Yeah, that's, you can see here now we have banner, we have put height equal to 400 and width equal to 100%. If I preview it now, you can see now our web page has the beautiful banner with the 400 width and the 400 height and width is 100%. So, and now last part we have the footer one. Let me go to the HTML page and remove this comment also for the footer, control / it will remove the comment. So in the footer tag we have one paragraph tag, and inside paragraph we have some text, that is coffee shop copyright, all rights reserved. So let us see how it looks if I don't apply the style. It looks it is a there is a white background and the text color is black and it's on, and text lines is left. Let us apply style sheet for this. Let me go to the style sheet and uncomment this part. After uncommitting, you, let me show you how it looks. We have, let us see what footer tag actually contains. It's the background color is light brown, the fore color is the dark brown, text line is left, padding 556. Let me see it. So we have the footer. After applying the style, we have the background light brown and the fore color, the text color is brown, and the alignment is text line. You can change it, you can put it in the center also. Let me show you. Let me just write here center. So you can see you can see that there is a the text align is center. So our web page is ready and it's working fine locally. If you now, let us move this web page to our GitHub account and publish it there. So for this, what we have to do, you have to just commit it and push it on the GitHub. Let me go to this. Let me go here in the terminal part. Let us first of all, let us save all the files. Let Alt Shift F Control S, then Alt Shift F Control S, Alt Shift F Control S. So our all files are saved. So let us commit them and publish it in GitHub. So for this, what we have to do, we will write a command git add dot. What it will do, it will add all the files in the staging area, and then we will commit it. Git commit -m, that's for message. The message is, we can say it's a starter app. Okay, enter. So our commits are done. Now let us publish it. We will give a command git push. So it will push our website or synchronize our web page in GitHub. Let us say git push. Okay, it's done, and it has been done. Let us check our GitHub account whether it's there or not. Let me go to the GitHub account. Okay, let us refresh it. You will see here we have the source folder and we have some files, index.html, we have logo, we have script, and we have style file also. Let us now publish it. For this, what you have to do, let us go to the settings part, and then on the left side we have pages, that is the web hosting service provided by GitHub. Click on these pages. Then on the right we have this deploy from a branch button. Click on this and click on GitHub Actions. After clicking on this, it will take you to another page where you can see you can configure it. Deploy a static file in repository without a build. You can just click on the configure button. It will create a one static.yml file which will automatically actually deploy our web app. It will create a link and we can use that hosted URL to see our website. Let us do and commit changes here. Click on this commit directly from the main branch, bypass rules, and it will create a it will create an static.yml. Let me go to the actions tab. You see here there is a create static YML. So it's still working. It's still working. That when it finish, it will turn into green and there will be a tick mark. What it will do, it will create a link in the pages, and we'll just use that hosted URL and view our web page. Let us wait. Let us see what it will do. And more about is that GitHub action with together with GitHub Pages actually automate the process of building and deploying our deploying process. Now this is ready. You can see that there is a green color with tick mark. Let us go to the settings. Then let me go to the pages page. Then we have this link you see here. You can click on visit site. As you can see, the page is not visible yet, but our page is in the source folder, that is in src. Let me click and write src and press enter. You see here our web page is published and it's working fine. So for today's session, what we have learned, let us summarize that. Uh, let us summarize that what we have learned. First, we created a GitHub repository. We created a GitHub repository. We cloned it locally, and then we created HTML and web page using Visual Studio Code and using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And then we use GitHub Pages to publish our web page. So that's all for the today's session. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can post it, and if you have any questions, we can get right back to you. Thank you. Thank you for attending today's session.
Uh, Thank you so much, Intikab. It was a wonderful session. Learned some of those productivity tools and how to deploy. Now, uh, till now we used to see the HTML, whatever we create, the static pages and our local. Now I think we will be able to publish it and we'll be able to see. Mariam, anything from your side, Mariam?
It was a great session. We learned a lot of new things.
Yeah, I really saw the productivity tips, which was good, and also the deep dive into the CSS. He showed how the CSS is changing, commenting some of the code blocks in CSS. We see that the flex is aligning column wise and row wise, and UL and underlining the anchor tag. That I really liked, and some of the productivity tools too. Thanks. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you have learned something new. Next week, we'll come up with another session and another theme. Till then, bye from us.